7. The flood-soaked top of the South Island is this morning bracing for more heavy rain. Less than a week after devastating floods hit the region, an orange heavy rain warning has just gone into place for the Tasman district. Mayor Tim King says it's a very stressful time. Many locals spent yesterday preparing for another deluge, as you can see them getting ready there in the north. There are heavy rain and wind warnings for Northland and Auckland, while Bay of Plenty is under a heavy rain warning from 8 this morning. The system's being caused by the same low that's hitting Sydney today, the so-called bomb. Huge concerns in Tasman district this morning. The recovery still underway, of course, from last week. George Herald, New Zealand Herald visual journalist with us this morning in Motueka. George, good morning. How's the weather looking there?
Yeah, look, the rain's really starting to fall down here. The drains are filling up and, the bad weather's starting to hit.
So how bad are we talking?
We're talking, driving over from Nelson this morning, the window wipers were on full, so that should give you a good example of how hard the rain was falling.
And what are the authorities there advising people do, George?
Look, the Tasman District Council, the main areas of concern are for Rewaka and Brooklyn. These regions have a few streams going through their townships, and that's the main areas of concern. And look, the fire and emergency teams are on standby. They've had teams come up from Christchurch, the water rescue teams and urban search and rescue teams, to come help out with what's going to happen.
And are they, hopefully they won't need to use those water rescue teams, of course, but are locals doing their own prep?
Yeah, so last night and for yesterday afternoon, their ITM in town, they had a whole lot of free sandbags set up for locals to come and get and whatnot. They had people turning up in tiers that had obviously been hit from last week and that were just thankful to get some sort of help.
Yeah, they've been through a lot and they are pretty used to this, but it doesn't mean that it's not still shocking when it happens, right? How are people feeling in the community?
Look, I think people are just sick of it. This is the second time in a week that this has happened, and they've got to go through it once again. Even driving up yesterday from Christchurch, State Highway 6 that I was coming through, there was still damage, that they're trying to clean up in time, paddocks that were flooded. It's just sad to see.
George, appreciate your time this morning. George Herald with us in Motueka, New Zealand Herald visual journalist.